Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. The final chapter of a long season for these two squads in the Gasparilla Bowl. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Memphis Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, the Memphis Tigers have had success with their coaching hires over the last few cycles, and now we're able to see if Charles Hubb can keep that momentum going. Memphis has a great young option now. We'll see if he's able to sustain that consistency and keep Memphis in the conversation. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So Wisconsin's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, that always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. And I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, and it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun on third down, Joseph fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And this guy's developed quite nicely as a security blanket for his quarterback. To the air, it's Nolan. Pocket breaking down, and down he goes.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got his man on the right. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Joseph throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Kearney. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game, that's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
He leaves it with his back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back open in the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Reads it, fires complete. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Throwing Joseph. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Nolan. Got a man. It's Chapman. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside. It's Hayden. Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He's got it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Complete to the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off play action on first down. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone for 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The handoff as they run the counter play here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go right back to him. Could be an alley. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Joseph. Pressure coming. Unleashes one. Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Brooks. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Badgers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Red pass, it's complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Look out, he's got room. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Makes the grab. Now Memphis will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Brown. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. The numbers sometimes can be telling, but I'm not sure how to view these stats and get a great read on the game so far. I do know this: the team that does a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half has the best chance of coming out on top. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
And the Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, and this drive to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on 4th down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. Maybe a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run play action. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Sends it back in motion. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's third down. To the air, it's Nolan. Firing deep. quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll give it to him again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Joseph on the play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Kearney. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Keeps it and gets past the chains. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And how about that play call on 3rd and long? Probably everybody thinking pass in the building. They run the option, and the QB makes the good read. Look, nobody's got me. Nobody takes me. I'll take it. I'll get the first down. Nice play call on 3rd and long.
The Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Throwing Joseph. Makes the grab. It's Kearney. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Another nice run to pick up a first down. They've been running it all drive long. They got the defense on their heels. That last one now just puts them on the fringe of the red zone. And guys, we know this is an area of the field where it gets really hard to throw into. So why would you stop running the ball now if you're the offense?
Gets the back moving. Joseph. Flips it out to the back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Keeps it on the option. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And you put together drives, and you got to really get focused when you get down here towards the red zone and execute. But the main thing you have to have, you can't turn the football. You've got to understand that points are the premium. We're in the second half of a really, really closely contested football game. You cannot turn the football over.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And that fumble recovery has set them up 1st and 10, all tied up here in the 4th. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Punt is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The option, he'll keep it. Quarterback's got the 1st. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Throwing Joseph. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Touchdown, Badgers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Covey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And he's still running after the move. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Defense has to do a better job defending the sideline. You've got to keep the ball carrier down in bounds to keep the clock moving and try to bleed this thing.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rushes on him, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's second and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The Tigers are back on top.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. They'll run it. It's Hayden. He will not make it to the end zone. The two-point conversion attempt fails, and they are still down by one here deep in the game. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.